What's going on, everybody? What is happening? Welcome back to Faccis Cinema. I don't usually do pre-recorded videos, but figured why not make a little short one, have a little fun, try to spice things up. Also trying to use this new streaming service I'm using. I got rid of StreamYard. They raised the price up way too high for us content creators, so I jumped on the Restream train, getting used to it. It's a little laggy as of right now, so bear with me as I try to do this the best that I can. But today I wanted to talk about an upcoming horror movie coming out February 7th, I believe, and I am talking about Hard Eyes, a brand new slasher film coming in 2025, continuing that theme of holiday slashers. Obviously, we had Thanksgiving, we're getting Thanksgiving 2, Terrifier 3 taking place on Christmas. Now we're getting Hard Eyes, horror slasher taking part on Valentine's Day. I've seen the trailer for this thing. It may have showed a little too much, but I'm a sucker for trailers, and I cannot stay away. I know that's a downfall to many, horror moviegoers these days because they show way too much for the most part. But I had to watch it, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I just wanted to talk a few minutes about why I think Hard Eyes is going to deliver the goods that we need as a slasher film and in the horror genre. Obviously, the slasher genre went away, had the resurgence from Halloween 2018 continuing till whole way to ends. We have Scream 5, 6. Now we're getting Scream 7. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I guess you can kind of consider Megan a slasher as well. There's just a ton of slashers, and they just keep coming and coming now. And that's fantastic because that's my favorite subgenre, so I am glad that they're back. But Hard Eyes just pulls you right in. The look of the killer, very unique. He turns on those, neon hard eyes. They don't stay on all the time. He only turns them on sometimes, from what I can see from the trailer. I think that's going to be a very cool aesthetic and feature in this movie. Does he only turn the hard eyes on when he's in kill mode? Is it kind of like Michael from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Only puts the mask on when he's in kill mode. We're going to have to wait and see. Definitely a unique killer look. I'm digging the hell out of it. I think he looks creepy as shit. Looks like a ton of different weapons are going to be used in here. Little hard arrows. Look like he had a little machete. A sword at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it did show a lot of kills in the trailer, but I don't think that's going to be a detriment to this movie. I think we're going to get a lot more kills on top of the ones that were shown in that trailer. I think this could also, depending how the ending goes, you know how Hollywood is. They always leave an open ending at the end of this movie. You're going to think the killer's really dead, but they go back to those 80s tropes where poof, some little slight little wink nod that, nope, killer's still going. Maybe hear like a heartbeat or something Valentine related. I definitely see that's how this movie's going to end. It's just going to be, if it's really good and it does good numbers, you guarantee you're going to be going to the movies next year to see a sequel. Hard Eyes 2. You're breaking my heart. I don't know, something stupid like that, but you know what I mean. If this movie is successful, and I'm not sure what the budget is, I didn't look into any of that stuff. If the budget, I'm assuming it's probably about 10, 15 million. That's usually where these little slasher flicks like to come in at. Even if it's 20 million, I could see this movie making, opening weekend, being a horror movie, coming out closer to Valentine's Day, could pull 30, 40 million dollars. I know that may be a bit much, but I could see it. And I could see total, this movie could pull maybe 80 to 90 million dollars, maybe pushing that $100 million mark. It's a slasher movie that takes place on Valentine's Day. People are going to be going on dates. They're going to be looking for something to do. They're going to go to the movies with their date, go to dinner, go to the movies, watch a Valentine slasher. That's what I would do personally. But I'm going to go see it the week it comes out, the 7th. So I'm going to have to push it a little earlier for me. But I think it's going to set up nicely. I think it's going to get a lot of money. I think it's going to set up nicely for a sequel. And if they do this right, we could have another slasher icon. We got Art the Clown. I think he's at that stage now where you're going to have to call him a horror icon. He got 3 movies, 4 if you count All Hallows Eve. You're going to have to count him as a horror icon. Am I the biggest fan of Art and Terrifier? Not really. But I do have a good enough time with him to see why he is an icon at this point. They're looking like John Carver in Thanksgiving. We're coming out with Thanksgiving 2, depending how that one goes. If we go from 2 and we get a Thanksgiving Part 3, time for dessert, just saying, then I could say maybe John Carver's definitely an icon, a new horror slasher icon. So, depending how Hard Eyes go, the Hard Eyes killer, if this does better than My Bloody Valentine, which I'm a huge fan of, but we only ever got one movie. So if this can do better, get multiple movies, become a franchise, and become a killer that people love to see on the big screen, I think we might have another horror icon on our hands. That the slasher resurgence is here. We could have three, just like back in the day. The big three with Jason, Michael, and Freddy. We could have the big three with the Hard Eyes Killer, Art the Clown, and John Carver. We're gonna have to wait and see, but my hopes are very high for this movie. I gave you the amount of money I think this movie's gonna bring in. I think it's gonna be definitely, for me personally, probably a 4 out of 5 star movie. I could see it shaping up. Could even go to a 4.5. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I want to know your thoughts on Hard Eyes. Are you guys excited about this movie as I am? Do you have a hard on for Hard Eyes? Because I sure do. It's hitting the table right now, and I'm very uncomfortable, and I'm gonna have to end this video right now. So I appreciate you guys very much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're enjoying the content I've been putting out. Like the video, subscribe for more horror content. If you do like this pre-recorded stuff, maybe I'll do more of it in the future. We're gonna have to wait and see. But for now, don't go on a date on Valentine's Day, because you're probably going to die. Have a nice day, everybody.